Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. I'm here I'm Dr. Obsidian. I'm here with Jim, aka the Playa. What do you say, Playa?
What do you get when you mix Russian oil with my country?
Uh, what do you get?
Greasy turkey.
There it is. All right, last we left off, my trucks and light tanks had broken through and were running amok. Of course, now they're starting to pull troops off their line to back up and try to make a front back here. But we do know that my trucks, there's only 16 divisions back here. We are trying to cross into Crimea. It would be really nice to capture Crimea. We do know that this is unsustainable pushing, so I'm thinking I'm going to ping the map here. You ready to look at this? Here we go.
Yeah.
I wish there was a Control-Alt. Let's see. There we go.
Rostov?
See this kind of border here?
Yeah.
I think that actually we can take this city as well, right in here, and like this is a fallback place. This is a wide river, wider than other rivers, so I'm sure they're going to suffer an even greater penalty to try to cross it. And then we want to hold here and here. This is kind of my thinking.
Do we have enough troops for that? I only got 18 people in my purple army here.
If we only have one troop on each of these slots, it's a huge amount of troops compared to their ability to push us, simply because of that river. They're going to suffer a huge penalty if we can dig in. So I have 16, so I mean I can put at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There's
8,
18.
9,
I
10.
just counted it.
I could put 10 and I can cover the whole northern side. You'd have to cover
The city down to the coast.
yeah, that would we could put our weaker troops over here. We'd want to cross the river there so we have a pushback point. It's kind of a nice little location. And ideally we could build a port over there. Well, that's the Black Sea, isn't it? That's never mind. Or the what? Not the Black Sea. What is
So
it?
you want me to set the fallback line there?
Caspian Sea, right? Black Sea? What's that? Yeah, the Caspian Sea, that's it. I think you need to make sure you set up a fallback line right through here. And let me kind of do what I can do, and then gives me a place to fall back. Okay?
All right.
And also, if you can, at least station one troop right here. So I've got a place to fall back here as I try to push into Crimea.
Okay.
Check my air wings. I have 175 dive bombers, so I can put more dive bombers in the air if I need to. Let me check.
Okay. This drawing tool isn't really doing what I want it to do. I guess after I draw the fallback line, I can delete it and then just move the guy.
Everywhere I'm kind of engaged, there's a lot of air power. Of course. A lot of enemy air power.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make another wing of Stukas here.
Stuka.
We'll just put them over France to make sure that doesn't collapse. We have pulled a lot of troops off there. All right, Rommel is trying to clean up this part. The Italians have entered the war, and we are pushing into Yugoslavia, trying to get to Belgrade to end this fight with Yugoslavia. We have started rolling. I'm hitting all along the Eastern Front right now, trying to see if... Yeah.
Befehle? Ihre Befehle? Zuhören!
Ooh, I'm starting to see a lot of Russian troops here.
Befehle?
Pull back to Donetsk.
Ausrücken! Weiter, weiter!
I do know this is an unsustainable advance, so
Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
see if we can overrun this guy. Uh-oh.
Ausrücken!
I need to get my trucks out of here. They are taking a little bit of damage here.
Ausrücken!
No, you can push.
Ausrücken!
Oh, they've gotten through my line. I'm not going to be able to set it up.
Ausrücken!
Huh? Oh. Well, we can put something up there. Okay, let me pause it. Let me set my guys to a fallback.
Ausrücken! Achtung!
We'll let them fall back right now. We have the United States going up here to help us. I'm rushing my guys back to the river. Yeah, they're flying in here.
Getreten.
Rommel is finishing off our friends here that have invaded your country.
Auf geht's! Zuhören! Ausrücken!
Can you pause it for a moment?
Yep.
Every time I draw a fallback line, it gets broken, and then I have to make a new one because everybody's just going to one side of the map. Sure, I don't want to put it farther south. They're past the river.
Yeah, I think I can push them back. It's possible. If we have to fall back, we have to, but I don't want to put it back too far. The next fallback line, if we're going to go somewhere, would have to be along here.
Because otherwise, I'm going to have to do this by hand, is all I'm saying.
Well, I think we are micromanaging at this point. We have so many guys running amok. And I have a truck that's... I don't think we're going to be able to yeah, form our original line.
Okay.
So let's at least try to get some kind of a line formed. As close to them as we can.
Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken!
We need some kind of a front.
Achtung!
I have taken parts of Crimea too. And Rommel is going to be freed up, but man, you are in danger over here. So I think Rommel's going to have to start pulling back.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Wow, they're already pushed. Jeez. They've already pushed to Constantinople.
Yeah.
Befehle?
I didn't
That's what I'm
realize
saying.
that.
All right. We can let time run.
Okay.
Zuhören! Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle? Befehle?
Yeah, they're crossing our lines here. We need to form up some kind of a front. I am trying to hold that river right now. And I'm smashing them up over here in Crimea.
Achtung! Zeigt es ihnen! Ausrücken! Suchen Deckung.
This has taken a lot of pressure off the center.
Zuhören!
All right, I need to decide what to do with Rommel. Oops. I think Rommel needs to form up and push back in Greece. As much as I hate to leave you guys over there by yourselves.
Greift weiter an! Suchen Deckung.
Uh-oh. I think I have a truck that's stuck. Truck is trapped behind enemy lines.
Greift weiter an! Achtung! Los, ausrücken! Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken!
We knew this was going to be a risk, you know? It was worth it. Look how many, like, units came back to fight us.
Yeah.
But they are starting to pour around the line. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to lose Crimea, but at the same time,
Zuhören! Angetreten!
oof, I think there's a lot of troops pouring over this river right now. Okay, let's pause it and rethink this because
I'm going back to my mountain strategy.
where do you want to defend?
How do you ping again?
Control, Alt, and then click.
Start there
Oh, we're gonna abandon Crimea then?
and finish there. That's my original plan.
You want to sit on the mountains?
Yes, I want to sit on the mountains.
All right.
Ausrücken!
Just before Sochi.
At Sochi or in front of Sochi?
Neither, behind it.
Behind Sochi.
Yeah, let them have Sochi.
There is also...
Sochi only matters in the Olympics a long time from now.
All right. What about instead of going across the mountains? What about maybe along here? Much shorter and also river crossing.
Well, that
Pretty-
is plains, and my guy is actually good at the mountains. He's a mountaineer.
Well, I'm gonna shore up there, and then you can join me if you want, or you can fall back because I think my tanks are gonna be better. And it's not just plains; it's a river crossing. So it's gonna be much harder for them to get across that river with tanks and elite troops sitting on the other side. The mountains are a fallback. I agree.
Los, ausrücken!
And I have to give up one truck unit. Which, I could disband, I think, if it's,
Zuhören!
it's... I don't know what to do with that truck unit right now.
Greift weiter an! Befehle?
I'm evacuating the line.
Ausrücken!
Yep, I'm already drawn in.
Befehle!
I think that truck unit is hosed, so I will. It's already retreating.
The other thing is that
Los, los, los!
I had
Bereit!
3 anti-aircraft built in Georgia.
Angetreten!
Well, this truck realizes he's in deep trouble, so he's going to do something completely stupid with his life and charge Moscow. I don't think he's going to live, but we'll let him go.
Wow, he's gonna do the old Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, he can't. He's so far behind enemy lines at this point.
Vorwärts, Männer!
We are abandoning some of our allies to their fates.
Yeah, I think 2 of my guys are in big trouble. I'm winning, but I'm not moving. No, I am.
Ihre Befehle! Ihre Befehle! Angetreten!
Japanese are covering our retreat.
Yeah, and I thank them for that. Rommel has formed up, and he's ready to push back out.
My guys are still running for their lives. This is all kinds of bad. I got three guys who can't get out of there.
Make sure that you're using the infrastructure, you know, the railroad, and not just
I used the
Well-
fallback.
yeah, use the railroad.
How to use the railroad fallback?
You just you're gonna have to tell them to manually move with the railroad, but get them away from the front line. Oh, you got some guys trapped, along with one of mine too. He was supposed to retreat. I don't know why he stayed there and fought.
Wieder zurück!
You know how to use the railroad to move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. If they're not moving fast enough,
They're not moving at all. I click with the railroads, they won't go anywhere.
the ones that are stuck behind enemy lines,
Yeah.
yeah, they're cut off. They got to fight their way out or die.
Befehle!
My truck is
Ausrücken!
my truck can't do anything. It's stuck there.
Ziel anvisiert!
Well, I am sitting on a city, so I mean, I will get resupplied from it. That is a major cap point because it does supplies or provide supplies, but I don't think he can move. So he was going to make a run for Moscow, but now he's the German army group that got wiped out in Stalingrad. He's digging in, looking for a breakout. They're trying to cross the river. They don't stand a chance. Their air power is going to be a little bit of a problem, though. Oh man, Rommel's having a fun day with these guys.
Befehle!
Rommel already took his objective.
Weiter, weiter!
Doing over here.
Zuhören! Angetreten!
My guys are gonna die.
The ones that are trapped there, yeah, they're all done.
Why didn't we just set up the line earlier then?
Thought we could hold it. Yeah, I've lost some units in that push too. Don't worry, their sacrifice is not in vain. I am making a lot of headway towards St. Petersburg right now. They have pulled so many troops off the line they cannot hold back my push. St. Petersburg will fall.
Los, ausrücken. Ziel anvisiert. Abstand halten.
The Japanese unit and I are doing our best to hold Stalingrad. I think I just got pushed off the river. I thought I could hold that river. They've got tanks. Okay, well, I do have a tank that just took up positions there. So, what do you mean a subject may soon gain autonomy? I'm building on your property. You need to enjoy that. Alright, I no longer...
Vorrücken.
Mountaineers. There we go. Yugoslav is down.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit. Befehle.
We are going to take St. Petersburg.
Ausrücken.
So like I said, we may have lost over there quite badly in some, arguably, but things are doing very well near Moscow. Not so much in the south, though.
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Achtung! Ihre Befehle.
Yugoslavia. Under local police force, but that's probably not good enough. Go military governor.
That seems to be the call of the day.
Netherlands is protesting a little bit. They are civilian oversight, so I think we're going to switch to local police force.
Pause, please. I have a national focus.
We just gave some naval autonomy to the German East Indies.
Befehle!
Put around them there, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I'm good. Japanese are in trouble, though.
They sacrificed themselves. Well, I have successfully. If you look up at Stalingrad, you can see my unit is still holding there. All right, we have a decryption for the Russians here. That'll give us a boost.
Two anti-aircraft have been built
Okay, that's helpful.
because we're covering two zones.
Befehle! Ziel anvisiert. Bereit!
Rommel has pushed back quite well against your friends.
We would use the term friends loosely.
Ihre Befehle?
Unlocking Blitzkrieg.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Hold up, we're losing a lot of equipment in these fights here. One of my agents was killed. Herman Gors, one of our agents deployed to French, has made the ultimate sacrifice and died in the line of duty. That's not good. Well, we are now attacking Romania from 3 sides, so that's bad for them.
Is it full of Vladivostok?
Oh. Yeah, a little bit of a push over there by our friends.
Achtung! Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken!
This ship is funny. He's just out here causing trouble, but he can't hit anything really. He's just an annoyance.
Sometimes it's enough.
Okay, let's take Dietrich here, who has lost a little bit of his units, and we will reform all along this front. Now we have a front, and we will threaten a push in the future. Doesn't hurt to plan for the future.
Indeed. got any steel for sale?
Ooh, I'm hurting myself, actually. I do have a lot available, though.
Wow, you got a ton available.
And I'm importing a ton from you, too.
Well, you just got 2 factories from me.
Yeah, I'm getting, I think I'm importing 52 or 48 steel from you. Should check my steel. I can up it just by doing infrastructure. That needs to be at the top. So I'll repair. Repair. Everything's being repaired. That'll help my steel. So yeah, we have taken St. Petersburg, which is nice.
The Rio Protocol signed. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure. I do need to start kind of shoring up a bit because I pushed so hard that running out of equipment actually.
Running out of equipment is what I do.
Yeah, my equipment's like very far in the hole at this point. I don't think the United States... Well, they are sending me some stuff. Maybe Italy? I could use rifles. They will accept. No sport equipment, though. They will give me artillery. They will not give me light tanks. They will not give me fighters. I don't think I need trucks. Well, they'll send me a little bit. Well, they'll send me a lot. Never mind. Almost 7.5k rifles. I will take that. United States will send me things as well, but it's gonna... Oh, that's gonna bear my convoys. That's not good. I'll just take your support equipment instead.
Bereit!
I need more guns!
I have a lot of light tanks and a lot of trucks. Do you have enough manpower?
368,000, it's at an all-time high.
Oh, you're doing quite well then.
It's all about limited rights.
Befehle!
And extensive conscription.
Change these guys over to tanks, maybe. No, not these. Whoops.
Here they come.
Crossing the line.
They're trying.
They've isolated some of our troops, too.
Those are the American and Japanese. The brave are always the first to die.
They're gonna have a hard time knocking back my panzers.
Bereit!
Oh, I do have a panzer division that is so damaged at this point, it's begging for reinforcements. Should have enough reinforcements, though. Oh, that was the one that I just upgraded. Okay.
Ihre Befehle. Befehle?
Maybe they got mad because they started building bunkers.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need air power here because
Well, both zones have 2 anti-aircraft now.
Bereit.
the Danzig heroes can go up to 30 divisions now. They are having some supply issues where they are.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Germans, Japanese, and Americans fighting alongside each other in Russia makes total sense.
Welcome to total randomness.
Achtung.
Yeah, St. Petersburg is a 28-point hit to them. I'm sure they didn't appreciate that very much.
No.
We're gonna have to put a military governor in charge
But
of
then
that.
they should have thought about that before they starved 20 million Ukrainians to death.
Oh, isn't that after the war, though?
No, that was actually in the run-up in the 30s.
Okay, then. Yeah, that was Stalin.
know.
That's why they killed him.
Don't get me wrong, they did some scuzzy things after the war, too. I'm just saying. There's plenty of yuck.
Tungsten.
No, I'm down tungsten and aluminum. What happened?
Probably building something.
Oh, yeah, military factories.
Bereit.
Well, let's see what you got for sale there. Aluminum. You got aluminum for me. There's 2 factories for you. Tungsten.
Armored personnel carrier is going to be big.
Sorry, tungsten, you don't have enough. Well, you know what? I'll take the 6. And then I'm only down by 1. That's fine.
I'm down by 21,000 rifles.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm only down by 1,100. Oh, by the way, my army's smaller than yours.
You want to give me rifles? Hey, they will.
I gotta research radar so I can get a level 2 radar over in these mountains.
That took away all my my transports again. You would think that a few rifles wouldn't do it, but definitely it did. It's just such a long route, I guess.
Broken enemy ciphers. That's a new one to me.
Estonian agent captured.
Oh, not anymore.
I need to pick another focus here. Another research slot will run for that, I guess. And we do need research. Got a lot of warnings up right now.
You're a busy guy.
Naval mission efficiency. What's down here? Strategic bombing and interception detection. Not too much important down below there. Go with improving our artillery instead. They are hitting us all along my line. My guys are dug in very well at this point.
Befehle.
You talking about in southern Russia near me?
Yeah.
We just lost a couple spots near Sochi. The American tank is in danger of being cut off.
I don't know why these guys are moving so slow. Oh, they're fighting through it. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. They're fighting through enemy territory to get to you. That's not good. Is my Stalingrad group still there? Nope. Finally got beaten. We didn't see him fall. Oh. The German East Indies has raised their autonomy level. That means that I get less manpower from them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because you got so much manpower from them already. The more work they do, the less they're like, why should I help you?
Operative can be recruited. What do we got here? Somebody that can deal with the Russians would be kind of nice. Nobody specifically Russian. Counterintelligence might be good, Ursula. Yeah, let's put her on counterintelligence.
Ursula,
Yeah,
the Sea Witch.
that's right. We can now lower the autonomy of a subject. We can knock them back where they belong, under my boot.
Level 3 anti-aircraft in both spots now.
Okay.
Bereit. Unter Beschuss.
Rommel should not be attacking at this point. Front has stabilized again along Russia for the most part. We are taking a bit of hits, but I don't think we're losing per se. We've got massive amounts of firepower there.
Los, ausrücken.
They are hitting me, but they're just grinding into my fences.
Achtung.
Not gonna work.
Befehle. Bereit.
much going on here. Let's send some fighters down to the Balkans, maybe?
Where does it note my forts being built in the statistics for the battle?
Oh, like under the defensive, I think. I think it adds to the defense, adds a percentage if you mouse over that. I believe no enemy is being deciphered. No enemy cipher is being decrypted. Oh. Yeah, we don't need the French so much. Okay. Trucks could probably use hospital.
Well, you got one truck just standing tall by himself right up there in the front.
Yeah, he's tough. My trucks are really experienced. These guys have been through the ringer, so they're at least like regulars or higher, well, veterans, seasoned like that. They're good. How's my... Yeah, I'm starting to run. What did I say? I was down in the whole 21,000 rifles, right?
Yeah, something obnoxious.
Yeah, now it's 12,000, so I cut it in half. The F109s can probably start only producing 5 a week. Can start to switch over a bit here too. Boy, we lose some production ability there. Maybe I won't. I'll just keep producing. I don't want to lose that production.
Do you have an non-aggression pact with England?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
I'm just saying, if something stupid were to happen, it would be them jumping us.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of defense on the coast. Let me check these guys. They don't really have much. Basically, a little bit of artillery, a couple or 3 infantry with them, and then they just sit there and dig in. I've taken a bite out of Romania.
I get it. That's funny.
Erich von Manstein might be able to push as well.
All right. Well, the French are taken out of Syria.
Nice. I'm having a little bit of supply problem.
Where?
But we're engaged here too. Over the Caucasus region.
Caucasus Mountains?
Yeah.
I'm on it. I just moved that to the top of the list.
Okay. Well, better rifles it is. We can't put quantity in the field, we're gonna put quality. Oh, wow. Okay, let me pause it for a second. I got into a fight with a French aircraft carrier and a heavy or light cruiser. The Kriegsmarine just blew them apart.
Nice.
Didn't even take any damage. Who got the killing blow? Sunk by the Jaguar. Jaguar's an early destroyer. Probably a torpedo sunk it. Not bad. We laid 1,000 mines. I've sunk 4 ships over here as well. I'll lay mines here. Gonna lay mines all in through here. Try to control the Mediterranean with mines and the Kriegsmarine. That would allow us to end up just dealing with Russia for the most part. Bulgaria has taken most of Greece. There's this line of enemy, and if I can get Rommel to cut him in half, it might make things interesting. If Rommel can just like slam right through there. That might be interesting. Just cut him in two. We'll let him plan first. Plan preparation is 41% out of 41%. Well, if they're ready to go, you guys get in there. Ooh, it's red all along the border.
Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken!
I don't think Rommel can do that push.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ziel anvisiert. Achtung! Angetreten.
More steel.
Yeah, I tend to be perpetually like short. Oh, I'm short 59 steel. Jeez. Hungary can give me a little bit.
I don't get it. I keep hitting send to ask you for steel, and then it doesn't do it.
Did you like raise it?
There we go. I thought it automatically raised it for me.
Oh.
It does it a lot of times.
Weiter!
How are we doing on rifles after sitting back a bit? 9,000 in the hole.
I'm only a couple hundred in the hole now. Uh, the first of a couple of roads is going to get built in the middle of November in the Caucasus. And also in the middle of November, I will have anti-aircraft cover at maximum.
Oh, you didn't need to give me 800 some thousand troops for my garrisons, but I do appreciate it, I guess. Kind of hoping you'd put those towards some of my frontline units.
Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Oh, I got a bunch of pop-ups if you'd pause, please.
Yeah, I'm going to switch out a few of my units for... United States declares war on Cuba.
Ihre Befehle?
So I just pissed Italy off.
What'd you do to Italy?
Asked for an island. But I'm just going to take it in the political power. I thought it was a French thing. Maybe it is a French thing and Italy took it from them, but... It's okay. I'm not proud. And I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Okay. Hungary's going to give me 10,000 rifles. That will solve my problem.
Yeah, I guess it will.
I don't know that... Wait, I'm confused here. Because the United States has non-aggression pacts with Italy. Italy has the United States as a Italian war in the United States. I don't see Italy under their enemy list. I'm confused because it looks like Italy's at war with the US.
Kingdom of Italy is fighting an offensive war, and on the list it has the United States as a defender. Italy is on an offensive war against the US, Russia, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Poland, Lithuania, Yugoslavia, Honduras, Nicaragua, and the Philippines.
You're looking at Italy, right?
I am looking at Italy.
But if you look at United States, you will not see Italy as an enemy. In fact, they have a non-aggression pact. So that confuses me a little bit.
Well, it's also the United States of America has war goals against the United States of America. But yeah, the United States of America is fighting a defensive war, and it has Hungary, Italy, and Salvador on the list.
Ausrücken. Achtung. Bereit. Vorrücken.
I don't see Italy on this non-aggression pact list.
United States?
Yeah.
I saw it. I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, United States has non-aggression pacts with French Indochina, Indian People's Republic, Cuba, Nepal, Honduras.
See right there, it's a non-aggression pact with the Kingdom of Italy,
Brazil, Bulgaria,
Canada, and Hungary.
Yugoslavia,
I see guaranteeing.
Romania.
Are we looking at different United States? I'm confused.
I got FDR.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at. Wait a minute. I see. Are you sure you're at the right United States?
I'm the president is FDR. It's the
No.
Stars and Stripes.
It's the Stars and Stripes, but it's MacArthur. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you go back to the FDR one, it says the United States of America has foreign war goals against the United States. It's Stars and Stripes
okay.
versus Stars and Stripes.
All right, I got it.
It's strange. What's this one? Who are we supposed to fight? I just got a big, huge ass gun going to war. Did you?
Yeah, I don't know who they added in. Looks like Union of South Africa, New Zealand, Brazil, Philippines, Bulgaria, Russia, Estonia. If we go to war, are we already at war with South America? No, we're not. It looks like South America jumped in on it too. That's probably what they're asking. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with them.
I'm just gonna let them expire.
Yeah, I just right click them or decline. Oof, I hate seeing my planes taken out like this. Even though our average air defense, agility, and speed are higher than the enemy. It's amazing how they beat us up so badly. One of my generals was wounded.
Achtung!
I've actually been fairly lucky with that. I've only had one general have to take a sabbatical.
Greift weiter an!
I'm actually linking up around Hungary right now.
Ha ha ha! That's right. I upgraded my convoys, Mister, so your subs aren't so scary. It only costs me 90 naval points.
Alright.
I did not mean to send these guys in.
Suchen Deckung.
Halt. Redig. Dig your lines. You could try to advance though.
Achtung! Abstand halten!
Man, I would love to accept those guns, but I don't have any.
Ziel anvisiert.
I don't have any small arms to do it. Is he trying to just buy his way into leadership of our group?
Who?
MacArthur.
I don't think so. He has 83%, but he doesn't have enough manpower in the field to take it from me. Time to start researching our little leopard here, and also we do have a new tank. You can just swap out, I believe, the medium tank for the medium tank. We have plenty of stuff to upgrade this guy. The reliability maxed out. Armor maxed out. Main gun. I don't think we care about the engine. There we go. Panzer IVs, they are pretty scary. Oh, my Panzer Schiff is actually getting a few kills down there.
Zuhören.
All right.
Angetreten.
Okay, we have stabilized that line for the most part. I am being pushed back at one point. That one point across the river. All right, my mountain troops have arrived. I guess they've been here for a little bit. We're going to put them all along this front right now. Bad supply. Gonna fly up to St. Petersburg here and engage. Since we are hurting so bad for aircraft right now, we're gonna upgrade the anti-air.
Ziel
That's singing my song.
All right, well, we did lose one square on that front.
Ihre Befehle.
Rommel's asking for permission to do something impressive, I think. Let him plan a bit. I think we are seeing the end of the Romanian Empire.
Good, because Bulgaria's looking pretty resurgent.
Yeah, they're getting squeezed too. Rommel's looking to start attacking as well.
Ooh, mountain infantry level 3. Thank you very much.
They are still probing me along the border there. I have built some defenses, but not much, but 12,000 defense. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. Border has stabilized along the Russian front. Now we're just gonna wrap up this little fight over here in Romania and Bulgaria here.
How's France?
Yeah, I just told you the French border is holding just fine.
Sorry, I was reading.
Oh, okay, yeah. Put a radar up here, maybe? I don't have control of it yet. Who's got control of this? Oh, no. The United Baltic States, what do they think they're doing? Better give me control of that stuff. Okay, they did. They're like, yeah, you, Germany, you are the man. You can have it. And I'm like, that's right. Fall of Leningrad. Hold on, let's pause that for a second. Where did Leningrad go down?
Isn't Leningrad another word for St. Petersburg?
Yeah, so I'm confused. Oh, I guess it would have just changed hands. I was like, where did Leningrad go down? I thought Leningrad was up here, but it says St. Petersburg. Yeah, they changed the name. I forgot. It's the not communist anymore, right?
Yeah.
So. Ooh, you have an opportunity here. Why don't you attack?
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören.
Now we're settling into a long air war at this point.
Is your supply problem easing up a little?
It looks like still having supply issues, but looks like it's more your problem than mine.
Well, I know it's my problem. I got guys in Syria who want to come up there, but they're scared to jam up the lines.
Yeah, supply status 88%. If we could clear out the air there, I could, well, it is kind of clear. I could resupply with my transport planes. There. Police agent captured. I'm not sure how to make them talk.
Should I make a port?
If you want. I mean, I don't think that's necessary.
Well, if it's not necessary, I don't want.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find ways to ease it, and I was building rail. But that doesn't seem to be having the desired effect.
Alright, so I was going to build up here. A radar station might be useful. I think I'm just going to drop this off. Right, time to ask people probably for more Lend-Lease. Oops. Okay, they sent me. I think I should be doing okay for infantry equipment now. I'm just in the whole armored cars pretty bad. Jeez.
I'm working on improved technology sharing right now, FYI.
Okay.
Though I imagine you're ahead of me in most places.
They joined a defunct little team, didn't they?
So I was wondering. Yeah, here's the list of people. America lost a civil war. Russian Empire, Philippines who's lost, Nicaragua, Lithuania, Honduras, Poland, Yugoslavia who's lost, and Luxembourg. That's the crew they are joining.
I see. It's weird how Luxembourg is fighting alongside the French, but they're on different teams.
Oh, they're right next door, so the enemy of my enemy.
Greift weiter an.
Let's reorganize, guys. How are our heavy tanks doing? Yeah, we're still in the surplus. That's good news.
Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Yeah, just don't send any more units into the Caucasus. If you want, those units that are kind of just hanging out down there in Middle East, could probably shore up your defenses over here near Athens, or even join the line with Rommel.
Befehle. Bereit. Achtung!
I'm gonna try to beef up the Danzig heroes. I'm gonna join the wars. Because it's just South Africa. I'm not that intimidated by those Africans down there. Yeah, the Balkans are a firefight there, aren't they? Oh. Buildings are getting sabotaged all over the place. Better check my occupied territories. The King of Yugoslavia is still creeping up. No reason not to put more horses in the horse brigade, right?
Indeed.
Let's see what that does. Polish Republic is starting to resist some too.
Well, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
That's why I have military governor. I have level 3 MPs, which is a 1942 technology. And I have 1941 improved radio direction finding.
I probably need to deal with that too.
Next on my to-do list is to get some sexier armored cars.
Befehle.
Hey, we kind of trapped him in a little bubble over here next to this Caterini here. If that interests you.
Maybe.
It's not much. It's just, enough to hurt.
Achtung!
They've got a port there.
Yeah, but
Ausrücken!
we can go in on them.
I'm gonna hit the port.
And I'm going to hit the other... So I'm going to hit the port too.
Angetreten!
Could use some heavy fighters. Don't have any. Still short quite a bit of fighters. I have a lot of light tanks. You need any light tanks? Or trucks?
No. I have enough trouble outfitting myself. I'm gonna eventually get into the tank business, but it's gonna be in the heavy side.
Getting a lot of aces in these air combats.
So they broke through our line when we made our move on the port.
Whoopsie.
Ihre Befehle? Greift weiter an!
I'll send some medium tanks back. Let's check medium tanks. 78. We might be able to make another medium tank brigade here.
Zuhören!
No, we need 178. We're not going to mess with it. They kind of fixed it.
Befehle? Bereit! Zuhören!
Took the port.
Vorrücken! Greift weiter an!
Yeah, finish him off then.
Okay. That was a win.
Delete these armored division. Delete these infantry templates. We'll put a little more Marines in there.
Everybody just loves a military governor. Fine. Try to soften it up on all y'all.
Befehle? Angetreten!
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Zuhören!
Adaptable. Enemy agent turned. Our counterintelligence service has achieved a major success. We have turned an enemy agent to our side. She gains double agent. All right. Brain penalty reduction. That is pretty big.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
My field marshal gained adaptable, which is terrain penalty reduction by plus 30.
Yeah. I love me some adaptable.
Befehle?
That's your field marshal. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's still on the half, but it's half everywhere, right?
No, I think that's. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Because my field marshal's got Mountaineer.
That's pretty nice.
Where I live, that's great. Ooh, the guy defending up there in Russia, or down in Russia, I suppose, is going to get a guerrilla fighter. You know what that means?
Attack while still defending.
Entrench speed plus 50%.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or I can get movement bonus on land, which enables makeshift bridges. I'm taking guerrilla fighter. I would rather go at a snail's pace and don't give up land than pull a Patton. It's just my nature. Oh, I get both of them. All right.
How are we doing for anti-airs? Still in the hole. Armor cars now at half. 4K rifles in the hole. One of my agents is captured. I'm not really using them for a whole bunch.
Ooh, I am very close to adding a third line to my recruitment. I just got to get some more factories to take care of my anti-aircraft guns.
Using the French commune. Wait, where's the French commune here? Well, okay, so I have nobody that's working there right now. Building a network in Moscow, building a network in Transylvania. We don't really need him. He's a French guy. He can go back to France. Rescue operative. Who's good at rescue? I think the one who was good at rescue is now captured. Or was killed. Or sent Mo Berg from the United States. You'd like Mo Berg.
Mo?
Yep, he's into baseball.
Okay, I can dig that. It's the Turkish pastime.
I don't know how well this ship's interesting. Let's take a look at this Panzer Schiff. What is this? Secondaries knocked out, light attack, naval broken, batteries. What? Is he really that damaged? He doesn't look hurt at all. Heavy fires. Oh, that's just in general. Okay. History. He hasn't sunk anything because he's just out here doing what he does. Could replace his radar. Upgrade his radar.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Angetreten. Achtung!
Send a couple divisions down to kind of support. Yeah, support your islands and stuff down there.
Thanks.
Uh-oh. Claims that Slovakia still wants to be part of their nation. Hungary demands it. Slovakia is mine, and we were part of your country, but we decided to bail on you, so I'm like, nope, you ain't getting nothing from me. Hungary wants to split the Czechoslovak Republic. They get nothing. I'm not going to give them anything. Who are these idiots?
Something about britches and size.
There you go. Russia's pushed my line slightly. Wow, my heavy cruiser engaged 12 destroyers and sunk one of them by itself.
Okay, let the randomness continue.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, man. There was a couple of times in the previous videos where I was feeling the pain.
Oh,
I was worried.
well, that ship is having all kinds of trouble. We are going to upgrade it to the Panzerschiff D. Yeah, we'll go to D.
Ooh, mama. There's been a couple of big naval battles in the Black Sea. The Turkish-Japanese team-up is doing pretty well there.
In the Black Sea? Naval battle?
Yeah, a couple of them.
That's risky. That's mined heavily against us.
That's why I picked the cowardly way, but we're winning.
Alright, I'll see what the U-boats are doing right now. We're going to cancel their orders and find something else for them to kill.
Come on, Italy, push. I'm stretching their lines about as far as I can stretch them.
I think Italy's not fighting this.
Greek part?
Yeah, I don't think they're at war with the. Yeah, they're not at war with our friends there. That may be good because otherwise they would take Greece from you.
Like their buddies are trying to take property from you.
Befehle?
Butting heads against the Russians right now over here, too.
Yeah. All these Japanese and German hangers-on are following my mountain troops through Greece like it's a parade.
Angetreten?
Okay, let's get some factories in production here. Well, we can drop off some of this now. Let's see.
Ihre Befehle?
I think that line's holding fairly well. We could probably put them. I think still feed the Yugoslavian front. I think.
Befehle? Zuhören.
And we do have a situation there where you isolated somebody. Rommel is stretched thin.
Zuhören.
Talking about Larissa there, where I'm attacking?
This Rommel is just from the bottom of Greece all the way to the top of, or this like Romania, middle of Romania.
Yeah, I'm trying to punch through weak spots.
And he's basically holding the line. All right, I'm gonna have to consolidate him. Focus on knocking somebody out of the war, Rommel.
I heard that.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Getting a few hits over here with the subs. Oh, the United States has decided to do a Normandy.
Except they're attacking the French.
Yeah. This is tempting to see what I could do here. I'm going to smash into their lines and see if I can push them back. Because they have turned around to go deal with the United States, which means I've dropped something on my desk. I may have an opening here. We may have an opportunity.
Have an opening is Liberia.
Hey, yeah, we better check in on them. They do have an opening. Of course, they haven't taken it. They are solid Democratic. You would think that by now they would say, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we should go fascist. Look what the world's coming to. Hey, just in time. You decipher the French code here. Okay, well, we are now hitting the French line. We are green except for one location. The that's kind of weird. They're still giving it to the Baltic states. Why would the Baltic states be getting control of this zone here? Oh well, we'll ask for it later. But
Talking about Sarajevo.
yeah, isn't that who the Baltic states are? I don't know who they are.
Owner's the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. It says controller is the German Reich, but I don't know why it's a different color unless it's just because it's like mountains, like the part of Romania that's all white.
Yeah, they're getting land, even though I've like totally taken away from them. They're still getting land on the other side. That's all right. We are pushing them. That's Estonia and those guys. And they are shoring up the St. Petersburg line and everything, so that's good. We are creeping towards Moscow, but we aren't really pushing very hard. Trying to end the war down in the south there, because once that ends, Rommel is free to do what he needs to do, and I have a whole other army group there that is free to do what they're going to do, and they're going to probably try to take the French out of the war.
And if I can ever get enough military factories, I have over 700,000 troops available to me now.
Nice. If you need Lend-Lease, I could probably provide you with something. I've got trucks, light tanks.
My problem is that after they get blowed up, I don't have any way to replace them.
Yeah, you have to ask me to send you some more.
Yeah, I'll just try and do it myself. That way, if you get blowed up, you have trucks and tanks.
Yeah, I'm switching off of light tanks more and more because I'm going to panzers, but
Then I'll take it. I mean, I don't have crap. I don't have to do convoys. You can just ship it over land.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it then because I'll just make like a 1 or 2 special divisions and like have them guard something or use them like my mountaineers where they just go and make surgical strikes.
Okay. And let's see. And I can always send you more later if you want. I'll also send you some self-propelled artillery. So you got 1,300 tanks there. Don't really have much in the way of aircraft to
Give
send
me
you.
my improved worker conditions, dang it.
You'll definitely need trucks though. See, there you go. Care package.
Thanks.
That Panzer Schiff it did great things. Engaged 11 destroyers, sunk 1. Where is it?
You said those are medium tanks or light tanks?
Light tanks.
Excellent.
He would upgrade. Oh well. All right, we'll stop there. It's green all over the map for me, except for one little battle, but I don't think that I'm going to lose that. So we'll see how it goes. All right, what do you say, Jim?
Light tanks, it's so crazy it just might work.
Just so crazy it might work. All right, peace out, everybody. Take care.